is DJ Chark wide receiver number one? CJ, what you think?
Okay, so if y'all go back, we did a whole video about who we thought was going to be wide receiver one, maybe like a month or so ago. All right, and
Mm-hmm.
we came to the consensus that we thought Adam Thielen, right then and there, okay, was would be wide receiver one. Um,
Right.
Chark would probably be wide receiver two, and then you had Marshall at three, and then I think we went no and down to like Shy Smith and Demir Bird. Okay,
Yeah.
but from everything that I have seen so far, DJ Chark, being down there at camp, if he continues to show what he's doing in practice, if this translates over into gameplay, okay, DJ
Right.
Chark's gonna be wide receiver one before we can blink.
Yes,
I'm
he
telling you.
is.
I'm
Yes,
telling
he
you.
is.
If he keeps on doing what he is doing right now, DJ Chark will be wide receiver one. He's out there playing like wide receiver one. I mean, he's really just like eating everybody up. Okay.
Well, let me ask you this: do
Hmm.
you think that is based off solely of the deep passes, the dynamic catches that we've seen thus far? Do you think that will warrant enough of him being wide receiver one because he has made the spectacular catches in training camp, or do
Hmm.
you think he has the ability to run the route tree and be a consistent wide receiver, whether it's short, intermediate, or deep ball?
Well, you know what? You make a good point because he has been catching a lot of deep passes. Okay. But
Right.
now if he can take that and do like you said, short routes, intermediate routes, if he can put that whole route tree together and put that all into his game, I think he can be.
Okay. I
Hold on. Wait. What do
was
you
that.
say? Shark couldn't shine in Detroit or Jacksonville. He is a wide receiver three. Hey,
Now, see,
hey,
I was
hold
giving
on,
it.
hold on. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. All right. I've said this before on this channel. I'm gonna say it now. I'm probably gonna say it tomorrow and the next day. I'm all about players and coaches, okay? And I'm all about the coaches putting the players in the best positions possible to succeed. Right? We
Right.
haven't had that here. Okay. I think that he's going to shine here in Carolina, and the same with Terrace Marshall Jr. That's another one. I don't think he's been put in the right position um to show exactly what he can do. And he's been catching a lot of flack in camp. Okay, he's been catching a lot of flack, and for
But he
me,
also been catching a lot of balls too. Somebody
and that's
mentioned
that's what I was going to say.
they ain't seen him doing anything, but he's catching balls.
Yeah. Now, mind you, we were there live in person for the first 5 days of training camp. Okay.
Yes.
Now, for everybody who was just kind of looking, for clips and stuff, of who was catching what. Okay. Now, mind you, everybody didn't post every single catch, but I'm sorry, but Terrence Marshall was out there catching a lot of stuff. But let me get back to DJ Chark though. Let me see those four amigos. If you was down in training camp, okay, and you saw some of the plays that Chark was making, other other than those big plays that everybody was taking clips of and putting on Twitter and social media, he made a lot of different. He made a lot more catches than just that. Okay, so I think
He
he he
did.
he will
He
shine.
did.
Yeah,
He did. I
yeah.
have to give I have to
I
give him
can't
his
I can't
props.
agree with wide receiver three. I can't get down with that.
I can't I'm not a wide receiver one yet. I
Mm-hmm.
still feel like Adam Thielen will be wide receiver one, so to speak. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we have that one dominant wide receiver on the
Mm-hmm.
team that can just take over the wide receiver one and say, I'm going to be that guy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I
Mm-hmm.
think this offense is predicated on spreading the ball around as much as possible. When you do that, you keep the defenses guesses. If the defenses can key in on who your wide receiver one is, then
Mm-hmm.
they can, they can move coverage towards that wide receiver. They can move double teams towards whatever side of the field he's on. But if you keep him guessing,
Mm-hmm.
the running back out the backfield, tight ends
Yeah.
down the seam,
Mm-hmm.
Chenault with a screen pass, you know, TMJ with a short over the middle type. You know what I'm saying? Like just
Mm-hmm.
different stuff,
Yeah.
just coming at them from different angles. That's how you
Mm-hmm.
keep the defensive guessing. I think one of the things that we fell into, and really by default, the past couple of years when we had DJ Moore, is because we never really had another receiver that could consistently complement him. I think the only year
Mm-hmm.
was that first year Robbie Anderson was here, and Teddy Bridgewater was the quarterback, and they both
Yeah.
had over 1,000 yards. But it was
Yeah.
like outside of
Mm-hmm.
those two wide receivers, there was nobody else, not even close. So
Yeah.
when you can keep the defenses guessing, and they don't
Mm-hmm.
know where the ball is going, I think you
Yeah.
have a better chance at success.
Yeah, because to be honest with you, I think we have a legitimate, or like we have a legit 5 players on every play. Like we if we line up, you got Sanders, say you go oh God, four wide outs in the tight end. That's
Mhm.
legitimately, 5, 6 players that can catch the ball at any point on any single play. Like before, it was just like
Yeah.
if it wasn't DJ Moore, it might be might be Terrace Marshall Jr. at kind of like the end of last year. Okay.
Yeah.
Ian Thomas
Yeah.
was kind of and Tommy Trimble showed flashes, even though, I don't think he got uh, I don't think he was put in the right situations at the right time. But I
Well, he
think,
wasn't. He
yeah,
wasn't.
I think
Mm.
our group as a whole is not one of them groups where you can be like, okay, these two over here, we ain't really got to worry about them. We're gonna do something with this guy over here. This is our main focus. I think now it's like you got to watch 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5.
Yeah,
So yeah,
that's true.
but I hold on. Let me get back to these comments because R. Witt he said I think he agrees. He said, I don't think anyone will be wide receiver one. We will not have a dominant wide receiver, but we will have a squad of guys to get open. But I think Marshall Jr. will be the outcome. R. Witt, I agree with you, and we will touch
I
on
agree
that a
with
little
you on
bit
that.
later. We'll touch on that a little bit later.
Yeah.
Revolutionary poetry. Chark is definitely Bryce's favorite receiver right now. I think he definitely is. I think
Yeah.
that is the truth. Yep.
It is crazy to watch their chemistry in person.
Mm-hmm.
When you watch it in person, like we had the first 5, 6 practices, and it
Mm-hmm.
was like it was like an automatic click from day one,
Yeah.
from first practice. We
Mhm.
seen the chemistry that those guys have been building in the off season.
Yeah.
Whatever they were doing leading up to training camp, it has shown in training camp.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
that's why it's important, man, for these quarterbacks and these wide receivers to put in work
Mhm.
beforehand. No, don't
Yeah.
just wait to training camp to decide they want to do something or try to put stuff
Mhm.
together. No, put
Yep.
stuff together beforehand so when it gets to training camp, it becomes easier and easier, and they can
Yeah.
go on to other things. That connection, man, that
Mhm.
connection gonna be something serious this year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
And
something serious.
Nadir here said we didn't have a wide receiver one in 2015 Super Bowl run. You are correct
That's
because
true.
Kevin Benjamin towards ACL in preseason
I
the
thought he,
camp.
I thought he ate too much, something like that.
You know what? Leave that man. Leave that man alone.
I
But yeah, you okay.
I
All
couldn't
right.
quite remember what the injury report was. That's
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, he we definitely didn't have a wide receiver one, quote unquote, going into 2015. And that was probably Cam Newton's finest year of being able to spread the ball around, to
ain't no problem
everybody.
about it. Ain't no problem about
Well,
it.
yeah,
That was his
okay. I
finest year.
got you. One thing I wanted to say too, I saw this on um Quan's page at the Panthers experience, and he did a little thing on DJ Chark, and he was talking about what we could expect from him. And he
Shout
made
out to
mention,
Uncle Quan.
yeah, shout out to Uncle Quan. We met him at Fan Fest, real cool guy. And he did a little kind of like a little video breakdown. And one of the things he noticed about Chark, especially on them deep balls, the ball is coming, he will not show his hands until absolutely necessary.
And
Giving the
that's key.
defender less of a chance to predict when the ball is coming.
and that is key.
Mm-hmm.
Any great wide receiver will tell you that if he's a great defender, I mean the cornerback,
Mm-hmm.
he's looking for two things. He's looking to see how big your eyes get
Mm-hmm.
and when you raise your hands. Those
Yep.
two things will let a cornerback know when the ball is coming.
Mm-hmm.
If you can control your eyes and not show your hands, you can beat that cornerback just about nine out of 10 times.
Agree.
Yeah.